Hello everyone, welcome back to more Quick Draft Throne of Eldraine. I actually since I kind of went broke on my main account, I started a couple of other accounts just to grind dailies, which I'm not really sure if I want to continue doing that long term. It's kind of a nuisance, but it's also not like the worst thing in the world to do, just sort of mindlessly. I mean, Magic is still fun, and you can, even with the starter decks, you can get some kind of amusing games if you're playing against other people with similarly bad decks. What the heck is this? Linden the Steadfast Queen, a 3-mana extremely white card that likes white cards. Seems okay. It's very much about like a mono white deck, but maybe could be okay even outside of that. I don't think that card is that great. Like, it's a rare, but it can't be a very good one, right? I forgot again to, I don't know. As we have previously discussed, I do not currently have a usable search for like draft guides, but I'm definitely not good enough at the set to just like go it on my own. As you can see, even with a draft guide, I come up with like 0 wins somewhat frequently. So we're gonna be doing this draft a bit slowly, probably. I'm just trying to see if I can find this lady at all. Is she like any good? I figure she's like, I don't know, C+, maybe? If I had to guess. Yeah, there she is. She's in the C+ category. What a genius. So she's okay. She's fine. You'd be happy to put her in a deck. I don't think anything else is very good. Like Venerable Knight, I guess, would be maybe possibly better. All right, you guys are gonna laugh. I don't know exactly what I last said because I haven't actually done the editing yet. But I went off into VS Code and made my own little searchable draft rank thingy by pasting the source code of this page, finding an extension that'll automatically word wrap at 80 characters. And now, when I control F for a thing, like say we were wondering just how good is this Steadfast Queen, I see, well, she's listed on line 3602. What about this Venerable Knight? It's listed on line 3682. So slightly better. There you go. And I guess there's Fairy Vandal, which is pretty good in red-blue. Probably not the best pick here. Oh, actually listed higher. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's more flexible, right? It doesn't commit you so hard to any particular color. You obviously want to play it in red-blue, but you know that's not the only deck that can draw cards. Blue in general just has card draw. Okay, I kind of like that. This is very committal, obviously. I think, and it's like kind of just okay. We don't want like Scorching Dragonfire, right? It's actually listed about as good as the Vandal. Actually better? Oof. Oh no, I see. I was confused. This is listed twice, once in like a synergies section. And then again in a, okay, so. Yeah, all right. So Fairy Vandal is in fact better. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Like picking. Now this is like excellent removal, by the way. 2 mana for 3 damage is. I mean, it's no Lightning Bolt, but they don't print Lightning Bolt anymore for a good reason. It's pretty good. And a lot of important stuff in this format has 3 or less health, which in particular is what, like, a reason this is good. But anyway, I'll just take a generically okay 1/2 flyer. It fits fine in white-blue as well, just because it's a flyer, I think. Maybe mono blue? Oh, Resolute Rider and Deathless Knight are so sick. Neither of them are blue. but I think we have to take one of them and just like forget this. Or at any rate, we're not committed to a color combo yet. We should be trying to take good cards as they come, and once I get like a couple of them, I'll have settled on a color combo. Now, which of these is better? This is obviously makes sense in a green-black deck because you get food and stuff, right? That's what that deck is about. And this makes sense in a white-black deck because it's just like really fucking hard to get rid of. Right? I think our last draft, we just lost to a single Resolute Rider attacking over and over that I couldn't do anything about. I was already behind at that point, like I was going to lose, but then this card just made it impossible. So which one is better? I don't know. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe Deathless Knight, because green-black decks tend to have a lot of food, whereas this, if it gets removed once, it's kind of just like gone, and they can exile it or something, so Indestructible won't save you in that case. So let's check. Resolute Rider is listed on line 3329, and Deathless Knight 3359, so very, very close together. It does prefer Resolute Rider. Okay, I mean, I won't argue, I guess. It requires less synergy from the rest of your deck, I guess is the point. Okay. Mystical Dispute is the anti-blue blue card. We have this red thing, which we got last time, and it literally never did anything. I don't think. Savvy Hunter. Oh, if only I had taken the green-black card. This would be so sick with it. I honestly maybe should just take it and still not be committed to any particular color combo. Prize Griffin is fine. But it's like not good. It's listed at line 4100 something. So well below the other cards. It's kind of hard to find the letter grades in this wacky searchable index I made myself. But I think it's in like the C or C+ tier, whereas these are better. How good exactly is Savvy Hunter? $32.98, so about as good as those riders, as the knights. I really do think I want to take this, and I have 3 conflicting color combos going, and I'm gonna have to throw away 2 of these excellent cards because, like, I don't think this is a tricolor thing. You don't usually want to run 3 colors in this format, I think. But just having good cards in 3 different setups seems useful to me, more than like adding a Griffin and then saying I'm black-white. I just want to be picking good cards until I get enough of them. Ooh, and what's this? A green card. Now I really wish I took the Deathless Knight, because I think that's the best one here. It's just like a good card in any green deck. Foreboding Fruit also fine. I mean, not any green deck. You have to have some adventures, but usually you end up having some. And now I really don't have any specific direction still, which is kind of too bad. I've run out of good cards. Like, I could try green, white, black, but it's really hard to play these things if you have mana that is a third color that does not contribute to them. And then, like, to even activate their abilities is hard as well. I could take the Cauldron, I guess? Or an outflank? No. Because if I'm leaning towards anything, it's probably green-black here. Maybe green-white is even... No, I don't have any cards for that. Obviously no Witch's Cottages. We're just going to want a lot of ordinary lands to make sure we can play all this garbage. If we do, even in 2-color, I'll want like ordinary lands most of the time, I think. But if I'm going to even think about 3-color, there's no way I'm taking these. Eye Collector doesn't really do much. Here's another like Adventure Synergy in green. And it's like a 2-mana 2/2, which is fine for curving out. I think I'll go with that. I mean, we are the food deck, kind of, right? This might not be the worst card in the world. It's probably not a good one, though. Lost Legion is very black. I don't want to commit to that. Food is artifacts. If I were going to try to commit to white, green, black, I could take a Flutterfox and it would probably be a good card. But I don't really want to do that. I want, if anything, to play like... The sad thing is I'm looking at mostly green and splashing the other two, which makes Resolute Rider really hard. I know it's bad, but I just like can't help myself. How could Sorcerer's Broom not be good, right? Look at the food synergies. You just have to pay 5 mana to create a 2/1. Really, though, it's only 3 mana to make a 2/1 because you were paying 2 anyway to sack the food, ideally. I'm going to sideboard it. It's probably bad. Okay, here's green-white. Okay. Oh man, I'm so bad. I really should not be doing this, but I have to. I like have to take green, white, and black. Yeah, let's get rid of this. Like maybe I can main green and sideboard white and black. I could remove both of these actually. And not sideboard the black, and I have a kind of okay synergistic stuff around adventures. I just have this for if I end up getting more important black stuff, maybe. Okay. So for 7 mana, it makes 3 2/2s. And for 1 mana, it's like a creature that destroys artifacts and enchantments. That seems totally fine. Here's a food synergy. But we may not be doing like a food deck at this point. Tall as a Beanstalk is totally fine. Silver Flame Ritual. I guess I have a couple of things that play many tokens, right? This makes tokens, and there's another... This makes tokens, so in principle, Silver Flame Ritual could be okay. But this is the only white card I currently have. Since we're not counting Resolute Rider anymore. And so I'm kind of also like green-black. And I don't really want to commit to this. I'm kind of in a superposition at the moment between green-black and green-white. So let's just take Tall as a Beanstalk. And maybe I end up actually getting to do something with all this food after all. Here's a 3 mana Reach that's like totally fine. More Beanstalks, okay. Well, this is maybe the best card of the 3 if I were committed to white, but I'm not really. I'm honestly wondering if I should take the Gingerbread Cabin. Like, I seem to be mostly green at this point. Right? I could maybe run, I don't know. Could I really run like a monocolor green deck? This is my only white card, right? And this is my only black card. And this could just be green. It doesn't care if I have white. So it's kind of looking like what I ought to do is get rid of this as well. All three of the things I picked early to try to find a direction. And just grab a gingerbread cabin. It can often be a better forest. On the other hand, I only have 6 cards that I'm running right now, which is a bit low. And so, like, taking a land is not going to use, like, I'll just try to draft more. I'll try to throw away fewer cards, and I could put in the Sorcerer's Broom, by the way. Try to pick up more non-lands in the next pack, now that I have an actual direction. Insatiable Appetite is still fine. But I think I just want a gingerbread cabin. Probably don't want this. Oh, it's a big green card. Oh, we love this. I got murdered by this recently in the last. It was the last run, wasn't it? It's removal that loves food, and also it's a creature that can get out of control via food. Fierce Witchstalker. It's a 4-mana card, just like this one, but it starts as a 4/4 with trample that creates a food token. That's cool and all, but it's not a way to spiral out of control. It's just like a good card. It's an okay card. 4 mana for a 4/4 is not that great. This is 4 mana for like a 3/3 and some removal and a wind condition. This druid is probably fine, but I would rather have the Wicked Wolf. Is that what it's called in Red Robin Hood? No, it's the Big Bad Wolf, right? No, that's in the Three Little Pigs. What do they call him in Red Robin? Wait, am I even thinking of her? Did I have her name wrong? Red Riding Hood. Oh my god. My fairy tale history is not up to date here. Not current. Okay, here's an adventure card that's just playable. Or we could pick the Foreboding Fruit and try to work Savvy Hunter back in because we have Wicked Wolf. I could maybe consider cutting the Occam Ranger in that case. Probably should. If I'm going to do that. It's Foreboding Fruit. Oh, it only makes food if it's adamant, which like it won't be if I'm just splashing black. So that's, I think, not a good idea. Let's just take a green creature. That, by the way, has an adventure. Ooh. Return. I've seen this before, and I like it. What's the deal with it? A card goes from your graveyard to your hand, another one on top of library, but if it's adamant, they both go into your hand instead. Okay, that's probably fine. Green-blue, no thank you. Or we have some green ramp. I think we take Once in Future as like a way to return some important card that an opponent removed. I don't see any green cards here. Don't like that very much. Cauldron, I guess? I mean, probably just sideboard it, right? But on the other hand, I do only have 11 cards. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it in, maybe I won't. We'll see. Fell the Pheasant is not amazing, but it's fine. We kind of have a lot of Talls of Beanstalk, so we don't super care about flying creatures, but it makes food, which we care a little bit about for Wicked Wolf. And not much else. Maybe the Sorcerer's Broom. Come on, who's taking all the green stuff? I don't know, this is fine. It's a 1-mana adventure with a 2-mana creature attached to it. How could it be bad? We could take something heavy like Prophet of the Peak, but right now I don't want that. I have a lot of 4-drops at the moment, and this is some lower curve stuff. This guy again, great, a 2-mana and a 4-mana card. Wildwood Tracker. I have a number of non-human creatures, right? Yeah, most of them. Well, some of them are non-human. I don't know if I'm going to run this. Probably I kind of have to. But it's just like it's a 1-mana card, so sure. Hengewalker, a 3-mana 3/3, probably okay. It'll always, the adamant always goes off, right? So it's less horrible than it might otherwise be. I don't know, give me a Prized Griffin in the sideboard. And some Thorns. Those being colors I might someday choose. I don't want any of this, right? Oh, right, this is this is my new account. I don't have anything on it. Well, give me some opts. If I want to play blue, I might actually play opt. These all stink, but this would be better, I guess. Don't really need mana fixing in mono green. And I made it up to 16 cards, which means I took, I think, 9 in that pack. So that should be fine. Ooh, another green one right on top. Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, this is a good one. And Out Muscle. Huh. It's pretty good green removal, actually. I might actually want to go for Out Muscle. Let's look up how these rank in like a first pick order. So Lovestruck Beast is on about like line 3000. And Out Muscle is substantially worse. Okay, good to know. We could take another Curious Pair, but this is clearly better. Trail of Crumbs. Oh, that's a great one. It works great with food. I don't have as much food as I would like. I still could splash the Savvy Hunter. Put in like 2 or 3 swamps, maybe. But I think this is just like insanely great, even in just a green deck. I've got enough food. It's a 4-mana 5/5 with no particular upside. It says red-green, but of course it's a hybrid card. You can pay 4 green for it if you want. So what exactly is this about? It's mostly about, like, can't be blocked by knights. And it's a 4-mana 5/5, which is okay. I have a lot of 4-mana stuff right now, though. Especially if you include Tall's Beanstalk. If you don't, I guess I just have the Wicked Wolf and Once and Future and 2 of these guys. It's still like a lot. Okay, so I have like 3 1-drops, 3 2-drops. We'll count Trail of Crumbs because you do want to play it as soon as possible, even if it's not a creature. 3 3-drops. I'm not counting the adventure parts, which kind of gives me a bit more. And then just an absolute truckload of 4-drops. And so I think it is probably not correct to take another 4 here. Even with like a 4-mana 5/5, that's pretty good stats. Can't be blocked by knights is also pretty reasonable. A lot of decks will be running a fair number of knights, and this really cuts down on their ability to deal with it. But I think it's probably not that great. Let's just look up how good would it be as a first pick. Okay, line 3200, so it's like fine. But worse than, say, well, I can't actually tell. This one's listed Yeah, actually, OK Ranger is listed pretty bad. I think I'm still interested in taking it because it's like an adventure card with a nice tap ability. I don't know. I mean, it is a 4-mana 2/2, now that I look at it, right? But you can play it first as a 4-mana adventure. Actually, this all, I don't know. I just assumed a 4-mana card would be good. But, looking at it again, what exactly is the point of this card? The point is, you want to have a large number of small creatures. Do I have that? I mean, I kind of do. Right? All of these are pretty small. This is small. I mean, of course, you want to have a large number of creatures of any size. But importantly, you want to be able to play them. I have a lot of cheap creatures. And then a few big ones. I think this is still fine. I think I'll take the Rampart Smasher. Just to have a little bit more big stuff at the end. Okay. It's probably bad. I don't know. Out Muscle. So this is 4 mana to put a counter on something, and then it fights something else. So it's a counter and it's removal. And my thing will be indestructible because Adamant will go off every time, right? So it's pretty cool for if I actually have some big creatures down. And even if I don't, it can get rid of some little stuff without too much trouble. But it's just do I want another 4-mana card? Maybe I do. What I want is some removal. Okay, fine. I don't know. This Halberd is, I think, generally not that great. But it certainly would be if you drew it early, it's pretty cool. To try to punch in a bunch of damage with little dudes. I think it's better than taking another Tall as a Beanstalk. Right? Because say you play this on turn 2. You get an Edgewall Innkeeper, and then you play Wildwood Tracker and slap the Halberd on it, for example, right? I don't know, I guess you don't get that much damage that way. So maybe you don't play the Innkeeper. You start with the Tracker, and then next turn you play the Halberd and the Innkeeper. It would be an ideal turn 1 and 2. And you're attacking for 4 on turn 2, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty aggressive deck that wants this, though. I don't know, it's fine in the late game when you can afford... Oh my god, it costs 5 to equip? What am I even thinking? That's horrible. At 3, it seems kind of okay. Alright, another Tall as a Beanstalk it is. I could take the Cauldron, but Another Hengewalker is fine. Curve out a bit better. Another Wildwood Tracker. It's a 1-mana that will sometimes be a 2/2. I have 14 creatures, of which 6 are humans, and so 8 are not. So it will often get to be a 2/2, which is good enough for me. Roving Keep, yeah. Not really very excited about that. Wait, the other thing we could do is we could take a Garen Brig Squire, which likes adventures. How many adventure cards do I have? Unknown. It won't show me here. I have to actually count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I keep this. So I don't think that Garen Brig Squire is really that great. Neither is this, of course. But I don't know. It seems like the deck wants to close things out pretty quickly and then top off with a couple of 4-mana cards to, like... You want to get a bunch of damage in quickly. This is a pretty aggro green deck, which is a little weird for a food deck. I'm a little uncomfortable with that. But, like, what else should I be picking instead? Roving Keep? Return to Nature. It is an exciting, like, way to stop your opponent's win condition, but I don't really have much in the way of win conditions myself in the late game. I think I'd rather have a Scalding Cauldron, really. Probably don't want either. Oh, I already had one, okay. I'll pass? Pass again? Well, wait, hang on, there's some black cards here. I'm still thinking of splashing those. None of these are really playable. Well, Malevolent Noble? I might get a large number of small creatures, but no. Just makes you more susceptible to removal. Alright, we have Insatiable Appetite or a 4th, is it? Tall's Beanstalk? Yeah, that's like too many. It's just not that great. On the other hand, like, okay, what should I be cutting here at this point? Well, nothing, because I'm only actually running 22 non-lands. Okay. I don't know, maybe Tall's Beanstalk is kind of a finisher in a way. If I can get out a bunch of little dudes, chip in some damage early, and then make them into larger dudes to finish things off. Sporecast Spider is the thing I was looking at and thinking, like, do I really need this? It's like a 1/5? Like, I don't know. Just get out of here. How much food stuff do I have? One on Curious Pear. One on Fell the Pheasant, which I'm not in love with, but fine. One on Trail of Crumbs. We're up to 3. I mean, that's actually it. Oh, Gingerbread Cabin is 4. So, unless we actually put in the Savvy Hunter, which seems actually kind of reasonable at this point. My food cards are not really doing much. Yeah, let's put in the Savvy Hunter and just splash the ever so tiniest amount of black just for this. Out of curiosity, I forgot. How good does it say Savvy Hunter is? I don't know, it's listed on like line 3200, really? So not that great. But I have a couple of things that like food. In particular, the Wicked Wolf and where is it? Trail of Crumbs. So I think it's worth splashing a little bit of black. I should still be able to activate my Adamant stuff and play all my green cards, even if I run like 2 or 3 swamps. And then Insatiable Appetite gets a little bit better, but I don't really want to use the food for that. So just give me more Tall's Beanstalk, I guess. More Squires and cut that. Did I already cut the 3-mana reach thing? I did. Okay. Oh, it's teaching me about my collection, I guess. Okay, and so what did it choose for me for lands? 6 swamps and 10 forests? That seems like kind of overdoing it on swamps, given that I only have one black card in the entire deck. I want like 3 maybe? This one, right? And actually, I could just cut a forest. Run 16 lands. I have a pretty low curve. I think that's fine. I could maybe even cut one more. What would I put in if I did that? Not much left, huh? A cauldron, maybe? If the broom is like ridiculously... I don't know. It's just not a thing. Okay, this is a weird one. Is there anything I would want in black? No. I don't think I'll cut a land. Well, the point of cutting lands is to have more creatures to draw. And if we look at my curve, what exactly do we see? I have 0 5-cost cards. A lot of 4s, but also, like, the only draw that I have Trail of Crumbs and Edgewall Innkeeper. Those are the 2 cards that draw. So if I'm very lucky, I could draw quite a bit. But most of the time, I will not. On the other hand, I do have these like adventure cards, which you can play twice, and so the curve is a little deceptive. Right? This is happy to be played on 7 if it wants. Like, if we ever get that far, although I hope we don't. This you can play on 1 and on 2. So you don't have to draw quite as much. Likewise, Lovestruck Beast, 1 and 3. 2 and 4. I have a couple of those. I think we're going to be fine with 16 lands. I don't need to cut even more. Savvy Hunter, really, that's my art. I guess, yeah, sure, he's carrying the entire deck on his back. She? Hard to say for sure. At least without getting a lot closer to my monitor to poke my eyes right out on the screen. Oh, I was coming back just to look for different art, huh? I don't think it matters much. It obviously matters not at all. Let's put Wicked Wolf in as the art. I hope to get that card to do something one time this run. All right, been a while since we played a single color deck. Maybe never, in fact, on camera that I can recall. Two forests, but also Savvy Hunter and Wicked Wolf. I can't play Savvy Hunter, obviously, but I have a couple 1-drops. I'll try to draw some lands, and if I don't, like, Savvy Hunter or the Wildwood Trackers is still kind of aggressive. This might be an awful keep. I don't know. But I don't think an aggro deck should be too annoyed about 2 lands. We're not that aggressive, but we did cut down to 16. There we go, there's a 3rd land. The hand's improving already. We have a Tall as a Beanstalk for 4, or actually this is probably better. I just want to draw a 3-drop and then another land, in that order, please. It's not too much to ask, is it? Okay, a 1, I'll take it. You got something up your sleeve over there, Mr. Wizards? I don't know, red-blue isn't Wizards, it's draw cards, but those are both colors that tend to run Wizards, like in other formats. All right. It's So 1/2, not going to do much, but it stops me from attacking with my 1/2, I guess. And they got their draw 2 card synergy. A swamp would be the best draw in the deck right now. But there are only 3 of them. Oh, wow! Aggression. What's the plan? Okay, this is not the worst card. It's a way to push in some more damage and if I want, but I don't think I do. Decline. I don't know. Maybe it was wrong. Maybe I should have pushed in the damage, but I kind of want to keep this as a way to counter some removal spell, perhaps. Or if necessary, like a finisher on the next time I get to push in some damage. I don't know. It was pretty greedy. I think an aggro deck maybe should have just taken the 2 damage to curve out a bit better. But now it's like I have an answer to this 2/2, right? If I draw a land, then I have Wicked Wolf to deal with it, which would be even better. Okay, I mean this is a 1 and a 2. A 1 and a 2, and away we go. Alright. So, what are you gonna block with? Or what are you gonna block? I'll make it stronger and then kill you. Well, kill your flyer. And I'm not even giving away the fact that I have a combat trick here. This is what an aggro deck would probably do even if it didn't have... Maybe I would hold this back, I guess. Okay. Opponent blocks like that. And we follow up with a 1/1 white creature token. I don't like this 2/4, but as soon as I draw a land... Oh, opponent gives up. Why did they give up? Did I have lethal anyway, even if they blocked with both of those? It seems a little unlikely. They just foresaw me playing the Lovestruck Beast, I guess, and decided that was enough. Okay, cool. Well, the Savvy Hunter really carried that one, huh? Definitely would be better to not have a card you cannot play in your hand, you know, to have had, say, a forest instead. But that's okay. He was there in case, like, my draws had gone some other way. I mean, really? Another 2-mana hand? I don't think it was too outrageous to cut some lands, but I have a 1. This could maybe be 2, depending on what happens. This could be 2. I have a swamp. I have Wicked Wolf again. I just need to draw a couple lands. I don't think cutting 1 land should mean that you always draw 2 lands in your starting hand, but I don't know. Maybe I should have mulliganed here. I just don't have enough aggressive stuff. There you go, though. There's a forest, which I will play first. The swamp only matters for specifically Savvy Hunter, which I haven't drawn yet, and when I do, I can play the swamp. But until then, I'd rather have more green for adamant or multiple spells per turn or whatever. These are both instants? Okay. I'll hang on to it. Maybe I can use Fell the Pheasant or something if opponent plays like an island and then that flying sprite or whatever. Ooh, yikes. Okay, but they don't have any activators for it yet. I really just need one more land. Oh, it would be so good to have one more land. Oh no, they're doing it. Well, we can fell the pheasant on it. It's only a 1/1, but like I just want to use my mana and get in there with more damage, I think. Do I? I think I might. Like, this can deal with it eventually, and I can, like, once I draw a 4th land, these 1/1s are not much of a concern. But for now, I just want to curve out. Okay, 4th land, fine. We'll play the wolf. Okay, let the damage begin. That 2 mana hand, I managed to draw my up to 4 mana, which is all I really care about, just in time. Oh, golden egg. You're going to use that to draw? Oh, it draws automatically, sure. I think I should make this tall as a beanstalk, and then just keep swinging. So that these 1/1s don't matter to me anymore. Actually, it's already a 2/2. This is a tough one, actually. I have a lot of, like, seemingly reasonable plays. But I think just, like, tall as a beanstalk is the way to go. Just spend the mana on getting out more damage. Opponent's running 3 color. Red, blue, green. I assume you block? No. What if I just kill you next turn? I guess you're planning to play another 1/1, maybe? Draw 2 cards again? Okay, or come up with a better blocker? Not actually gonna work, though. We're just gonna outmuscle it. Okay. Who knew you could play mono green aggro, but that seems to be going okay. I wonder, is the matchmaking based on my rating? Like, am I running into weaker players because this is a new account? I don't really know the rules on that. I don't think it should be. That's my, like, opinion. But obviously Wizards of the Coast, like, they have their own motivations. Actually, do they run this? Surely they condone it, at least. Who owns? Oh, it does. I remember, because, like, when it installs an update, Windows prompts you, verified publisher, Wizards of the Coast. Okay. Oh, it's my good friend Spart and Ova. Of course, probably Spartan Dova, whatever that means. This is fine. I have a 1-drop, a 3 land. I wish it were all forests, probably. But, you know, just for the adamant here. But I might very well draw a 3rd forest by the time I play this. Or I might draw Savvy Hunter and be happy to have the swamp. Yeah, one never knows. This is the price that I pay for putting in one. Ooh, that's another reason I would not love to have a swamp at the moment. One of these green-only cards. An expense, but it's a 4-drop. That's like 100 years in the future, honestly. We'll worry about that at another time. What are you looking at my card for? Get out of here. You don't have permission to do anything to my card. Okay, trapped in the tower. Interesting. Opponent sees me as a very aggressive deck. Or maybe they are a very aggressive deck? Seems unlikely. Do we play the Henswalker as a 2/2, or do we sit on it until we draw a forest? We don't sit on it. That's insane. Because once I draw a forest, I'll have 4 mana, and there'll be all manner of other things that I want to play. Let's just get a 2/2 out there. I guess the other thing is they maybe don't want me sacrificing this to kill their enchantment or artifact, like Fortifying Provisions, maybe. They're trying to protect that for some reason. Doesn't seem that important, but maybe they have some more important one up still in hand. Boo. Give me a forest. I need like 2 forests in a big hurry. This swamp is cursing me. I've drawn like all 3 of the cards in my deck that care about me having specifically forests. This guy and these, right? Okay. It's a 3/5? Can't really cope with that at the moment. Alright, another Henswalker it is. This one's not going so well. But, you know, 1 tall as a beanstalk? Oh my god. 1 tall as a beanstalk will not be enough. Yikes. That's why they didn't like this, maybe. All the glitters would have been a pretty valuable one to get rid of. It's like their entire... 3+3, so this would be a 5/5. Even if I made it a 7/7, it's still not enough. We kind of... Ugh. I'm kind of dead, right? Even if I draw another forest, I can put Tall as a Beanstalk on something, but then I have to block with it and it dies. Let's try to look like we're threatening lethal, maybe? See if we can convince him to hold that back. I guess if opponent has no other cards, I have enough Tall as a Beanstalks to like just chump block this guy for a while, maybe? That doesn't seem to be happening. Alright, I guess I'm dead. Oh, fair enough. That's what happens when you don't draw a 4th land in a deck that has a fair number of 4-mana cards. But I still think it's right to only run 16 land. It might even be right to run only 15. I feel like I've been drawing many fewer lands than I should expect, given the number in my deck, right? Like, if you have 16 lands out of a 40-card deck, that's, what? 2 out of 5? Yeah. So by, say, turn 4, let's say it's player 1, the number of cards you've drawn is 10. So you should expect, on average, to have 4 lands. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but on average 4 by turn 4. And I think that's about right for what I want. I don't want Like, I don't know. You could also calculate, like, what are the odds that you get fewer than 4? And that's a much more difficult question. Like, what's the median number? That's also difficult. I don't know. I just calculated the mean number, which is probably not that useful, but it like, gets you in the right ballpark. We're at 2-1 now, right? Or we didn't get a third win, did we? I don't think so. Better than the last couple of runs, though. Okay, 2 mana one more time. At least they're both green. I'm still keeping it. You can't convince me to change. I don't know, maybe I should have. I don't have that many actual cards. These are kind of... They need an enabler. Yeah, maybe that was actually a bad keep. Okay, but turns out I got a 3-mana 3/3 at least. Just one more forest and the hand really takes off. Oh, you got the Steadfast Queen thing. I was about to say I would happily trade these two with the Carver, but I don't think I would. This is important to let me use my my Lovestruck Beast. And I don't really have any other way to make 1/1s, so... Really? I guess you were saving some mana in case I had a combat trick? Okay. There's my 4th land. Oh, I do have another way to make tokens, actually, which is this guy. So I think I swing with everything, having the Carver available to combat trick it if that becomes useful. I think opponent's going to let this in. They have some combat trick, but it needed the red mana, probably. Also, I could just outmuscle this thing at some point, but right now I want to develop more stuff. And I think that's just like playing this. The Lovestruck Beast is nice, but it isn't curving out quite right. Ooh. That's scary. Well, good thing I have like 2 removal spells. The thing is I have to get down another large creature to actually use them now. But I have time. I'm not dead yet. I could actually just Tall as a Beanstalk to curve out a bit better. I think that's good. This 4/4 should discourage someone from attacking. I don't actually want to block with it, but they don't know that. What I want to do is use it to outmuscle the dragon. Oh! Oh dear. Ah, please help! I'm very sick. Oh, actually, no, I don't have enough mana to play this plus another outmuscle. Yikes. But, like, another Tall as a Beanstalk actually keeps me alive briefly, I think is the idea. And still threatens to kill the dragon. I have an extremely tall human here. Human giant, in fact. I really hope they don't have another way to buff the dragon, because then I really can't do anything about it. I'll just die. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. No attacks? Attack with everything? Those both seem reasonable. I'm really glad you... Oh, this is so great! What a card! I don't even have to spend my out muscle now. What else am I playing this turn? Just a Wildwood Tracker, I guess. Maybe it's better to hang on to the Carver. No, the Carver's not doing anything. I just want to get down to 2/2, I think. So that I can threaten to combo with this to block. Yeah. Is there any reason to play this on my turn versus opponents? No. I should wait in case opponent tries to equip this with something good and then surprise them with Fell the Pheasant. So I think we just do nothing this turn. Okay, fine, you can have that. Right, there's nothing on the board that cares about them drawing a card. Why did this gain a token? Wasn't it an 8/7 a minute ago? Oh, all that glitters, right. I see. What an absolutely disgusting card to have in my deck right now. Excuse me? I just assumed that killed things, but no, it does 5 damage. Okay. Well, I should have maybe outmuscled it last turn then. Ah, what an idiot. 5 just always kills things. I've never seen it not kill something. Okay. Shit. I'm gonna lose this one, and it's gonna be all my fault. Yeah, because outmuscle would have been insane, right? I would have like another 8/8 at the moment. But this is like... Honestly, it's not that bad. I'm not in great shape, but I've had worse. I have this 4/4 now, right, which is kind of dealing with opponent's stuff, and I still have outmuscle to kill stuff. Another land is relatively welcome. I think we're playing this 5/5 now. And keeping 2 mana handy to do something with. Specifically this. Rather than playing the tracker. Yeah, because that lets me kill this without blocking, without dying or losing anything. Okay, so we're just going to have to still be patient here. Despite the blunder, just try to keep your cool. What? Okay, you're making some 1/1s and gaining life. I don't really mind that too much. Go ahead. I hope you don't have like a Silver Flame Ritual, though. It's a sorcery, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. This seems like a deck that's about as aggressive as mine, maybe, so the fact that I'm behind on life is maybe not the worst thing in the... Oh my god. Am I dead? No. Not yet. I got this 2 mana lying around. I really need to outmuscle this thing. I also kind of want to play Tall as a Beanstalk, but can I not do both? That's sort of a problem, huh? Yeah, I can't. Okay, so I am dead now. Just sloppy play, not reading the card in my hand. Because the opponent can attack with both of these, and I can only block one. Or kill one, but I can't do both. I might even not get to kill it if the opponent has some weird card here, but they don't. Okay, well, I'm dead now. Disappointing game. I genuinely thought Fell the Pheasant just killed any flyer. Because 5 damage usually does kill any flyer. Yeah, I mean, if I had outmuscled it first, I would have had like another 8/8 on the board, and it would have been flat. Like it would have had reach, and all the stuff opponent did after that wouldn't really have mattered. I just got greedy and was like, okay, I can actually remove the dragon and then still block, or I can remove the dragon and then remove the other thing, which I couldn't actually do, obviously. This is fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't like that I have no very early plays, but it's fine. Have I not drawn the Innkeeper or the Trail of Breadcrumbs at all? I feel like I might have seen the Innkeeper once, but I don't really remember it. I'm not excited to Fell the Pheasant on this, but I might very well do so. White-black shouldn't have that many flyers, and I have... Ooh, really? And I have several Talls of Beanstalks later on. So as to deal with the later game flyers, that is. These aren't causing me an undue amount of stress, but at the moment I don't really have anything better to do with my... Ooh. A little late for this guy, sadly. But I don't have anything else to do with my mana, right? I don't expect them to play like a giant flyer. I guess the Reaper of the Night might come around eventually, the 4/5 that costs 7 mana. Which would kind of annoy me. But I hope to have Talls of Beanstalk by that point. I don't like this guy, and I actually can't do anything about him right now. Okay, we'll just play this adventure, I think. Should I just play it for the 2/2 and skip the 1/1s? No, I should attack and use this adventure, probably, to clear out the 2/3, which is otherwise going to cause me some trouble. Opponent's tapped out. Like, what are you going to do? I think just let it in? No. No, give this one +2/+2, thank you. And here's the thing about these food tokens. I do like keeping them around for later, but I'm not necessarily going to have the mana to use them for a long time. So I'm just going to eat these now in case I run into food trouble later. Just to spend the mana. Did I say into food trouble? Into life trouble. Okay, fine. You now have some 1/2s. Oh, if only I had another Fell the Pheasant, huh? Well, I can. Oh my gosh. I want my food back immediately. Wow. I can get it back with this. Funny, I can actually only get 2 cards. 1 card, rather. But I want to play this so I can get Fell the Pheasant very quickly. Submit 0. Okay. Now, if opponent has another enchantment or artifact, they'll be really happy to play it now to make this stronger. But joke's on them, if I draw a land at least, I can play this and the wolf on the same turn? I'm so mad about that. Ugh. Ah! That's a horrible card! But right now, it's killing me. Why would you do this? Okay. This is obviously bad, but I'm still not dead. An opponent is out of cards. So I'm just going to Fell the Pheasant to put the food back. No, but then if this guy's a 5/5, it won't kill anything. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. And this is all because I just spent like 2 mana to eat some food, and I still don't think it was the wrong decision. But my opponent and I both top deck stuff that made it like extremely unfortunate. I was like, okay, I can just play these and kill him, right? And then he draws this hot garbage that wins the game for no reason. Oh, more than one non-creature spell. This is a creature. Oh my god, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so glad that I read the text. Finally. Yes, thank you very much. I'm aware it's my go. This one. No. Activate this ability to sacrifice the food. Wait. Oh, right. This creates more food, but I don't need more food. That was very stressful. I have not won the game by any means, but it is much, much better looking than it was a moment ago. Okay, yeah, fine. Make a vigilant 2/2, which is actually a 2/3. And I know opponent has nothing to do about a 4/4 right now. I could just make a 3/2. But I kind of like this to make my stuff bigger. I could make 2 1/1s. That might be a little greedy. Because actually, like, making them 2/2s is not even that exciting. Actually, maybe just playing this as a 2/2 also kind of sucks. Yeah. Let's just make this tall as a beanstalk. And swing. Holding this back to block. This card might be the most anguished I've ever felt during a game of Magic the Gathering Arena before I realized what it actually does. It was just so cruel that they could pick the worst card in the entire set and have it, or so I believed, be the one card they needed to win the game. I could just outmuscle this. I don't really have anything better to do, right? Well, I could play this... No, I can't play this an instant. I could just swing, but then they could block, and I don't really want that. Let's give this one the token, the counter. Yeah. Hang on, this is 10. I could make it 11 with this, but that's not enough. Oh my god. They said good game. Am I gonna win? Do they really have no answers? It would have to be a pretty good answer, by the way. Like, I'm probably going to win. Alright, that's fine. I can get in with at least one creature now. I don't know, maybe this is another thing they can play? Okay. But I still get in with at least one creature. Whoa. Let's draw a card. They have nothing in hand. Nothing can possibly stop me from winning as a result of making these attacks. I sort of regret playing the first Fell the Pheasant in a way, but I don't know. Like, I would have liked to have it in my hand, but I also would not have liked to be taking 1 damage all that time, right? It just seemed like an aggro versus aggro matchup where killing off a creature was going to be useful. But maybe I should have saved it for something more important? I don't know. I'm glad it worked out. Yeah, the green-white and the green-red cards that I have both not been good at all. That's not true, actually. The green-white thing that made some tokens was pretty... Like, it should have won me a game. Except that I thought Felled Pheasant would kill something, and then it didn't. If I had realized I needed to use out muscle, I think that the 1/1 token would have won me the game. I guess arguably that 1/1 token was from the Beast, the Low-Struck Beast, and not from the Okame Knight or whatever, Ranger. Wow, 2 swamps? Could almost get the Hendwalker Adamant on black here. I don't know. I'm probably going to play these guys. Well, I kind of have to play them first because they're cheaper. But I probably will play another one of them on turn... Yeah, of course. It's better to have this than to have a 2/2 here. This has some upside. And oh, look at that. Even better. Opponent will never know my deck is almost completely green. Hopefully. Oh yeah, they never did find out. Look at that. Wow. I didn't have much of a follow-up. That was my whole hand. You saw it, right? I don't know. I guess some more 2/2s. They just saw an uncontested Savvy Hunter and had no good follow-ups in their own hand, I guess, and gave up. Well, fair enough. I'll take what I can get. Is there something I should be putting in instead of the red-green thing? Let's think about that for a minute. Because it, like, a 4-mana 5/5 is not that amazing. I could put in another 3-drop. Or a Cauldron. Actually, I kind of like the Cauldron. Get out of here. I could take out the Okame Ranger. It's been really hard to play it. And I haven't gotten almost any advantage from it at all. Yeah, that guy sucks too. Get out of here. We'll just put in some Cauldrons to remove stuff. I kind of wish I had the Deathless Knight, the black-green 4-mana knight thing. Deathless Rider? No, Resolute Rider, Deathless Knight. It would be a very powerful card when I can play it. But I've gotten actually very few games to the point where, like, I have 4 mana and the game isn't decided yet. In a way, like, I don't know. And I haven't gotten that much life gain, so maybe he wouldn't be that great after all. I did cut 2 4-drops and put in 2 1-drops, so you might argue I should, like, remove another land. I don't think that's really the right idea, because the 1-drops do actually cost 4 mana to use. This is pretty nice, I think. I'm certainly not mulliganing it. I wish I had 1 more green mana, but I can get that eventually. And I have... I have an adventure card to activate this. Okay, opponent's playing red with a puppet. What is that all about? Not sure yet. Yeah, you should wait to sack it, obviously. I don't plan to sacrifice food in any great hurry, so I should be playing the Squire first. I could play this. No, it's a 1-mana card. I want to play that next turn together with my Trail of Crumbs, probably. Belle of the Brawl. That's a scary card. It also has Menace. I'm going to not block here so I can block this guy with my Carver and the Intruder. Oh, Adamant. Sure. I'm not swinging with this. I still want it as a blocker. I'm not happy with this matchup, by the way. Opponent has gotten off to a great aggressive start, and I'm having to play defensively, which I do not appreciate. But I have some reasonable defensive tools to do it with. I don't want to trade for this. I'll just let it go. I can play my Hengewalker next turn and have a better blocker for it. All right. The Innkeeper is nice. Sadly, I can't actually play him this turn, while also playing the Hengewalker adamantly. So I could play Tall as a Beanstalk, but that just like sets me up for some unpleasant removal, I feel like. I think I would rather have a 3/3 to deal with this guy and also the threat of this. We will pay the Adamant cost. And then no attacks. Ooh, that's kind of scary. Giving this +2/+2 is horrible. Wrong one, I think. Oh, okay. I think we have to kill this. Then you're getting it for 4, 9, 12? 13, because this has trample. I'll be at 2. Okay, I kind of need to kill this guy, I think. But then I won't necessarily be able to block the Menace stuff. I don't know, I kind of have to do this, I think. Well, okay, if I'm making that block, it might as well be this one, right? Sure. Now you're only getting in for 10. Alright, I do have Once and Future. Which will help me win eventually, but I need much more aggressive cards at the moment. And I don't think I can afford Trail of Crumbs. Well, it is food, actually. Right now these creatures do an okay job of contesting, but I don't want to lose one of them. I want to have them available for Tall as a Beanstalk later. So I think I need to hang on to this. The mana for this, rather. For this Carver. Just please, no more aggressive stuff. Play a mountain. and then swing, right? No. Interesting. Ooh, it's very tempting. But I think I just need tall as a beanstalk. Maybe? Yeah, this is all like just kind of slow. On the other hand, at the moment, they don't seem interested in attacking. And this would discourage them even more, and then I can get, like, some food on the table. I just need more creatures, it feels like. Okay, okay, we're stabilizing, we're stabilizing. All this food stuff is gonna have to wait, I think. I could bring both of these back, but I don't want them that badly. Maybe I just play Trail of Crumbs and keep some mana open in case of tricks. That seems fine. And by the way, I can spend the mana on sacrificing a food to gain health, which is also useful. Should I be attacking with my 3/3? I don't think so. Oh my god. That's a scary card. Well, I'm glad I didn't. What was that? Oh, you may pay 1. I'm so dumb. I forgot. Well, that's fine. I needed the health. It was a mistake, but maybe not such a bad idea after all. Okay, this ought to really discourage them from attacking. Because I gain the food and also don't even lose a creature? I don't know, they can make me lose one of these. I'm a little scared. I need a way to generate more food. Which obviously is this guy. Okay, it's happening. Oh, I forgot all your other knights get stronger. Okay, we need to throw a creature away, and I guess it's that one? Well, we need to throw 2 creatures away, actually. Maybe I'm dead. No, they're only getting in for 4. And I'm losing everything but this? Well, that's sort of a problem, huh? I gain more food. They're getting in for 5, actually. Oh, this is so upsetting. I just need another creature, though. I don't know if I'm dead. It looks like I might be. I'm not. I'm sad, but I'm not dead. Block like that. And this? No, that I can't do that. That's illegal. I have to block like this to not die. Right. Oh, hang on. That's dumb. I'd rather kill this one, right? You get in for 4. I need another creature, but I can draw one with Once and Future on like Flaxen Intruder and still play it. That has 6 mana. Flaxen Intruder plus my 2/2. Ooh, that's very sad. I seem to be dead now. So, the amount of mana that I have is 7. This leaves me with 4. With 3, I should say. And if I want to be able to block anything, I need 2 playable creatures. And the problem is, any 2 creatures that I can play will lead me to die. But okay, I can draw a card on the way down, I guess. Alright, got out aggroed this game. These knights were just brutal. And that'll be curtains, I guess. Here, just kill everything, will ya? Ha! My creature lives. You killed me too quickly. Oh well. It was a like okay run. I'm not mad about it. I'm glad to not be going 0-3 again, honestly. And you know, there was a lot here that clearly I could have done better, especially that one where I threw the game with that Fell the Pheasant play instead of muscling. I'm still unhappy about. But it's, you know, a learning experience, a learning opportunity, right? So you just got to take them in stride. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.